Hi, welcome back to Rich Hatch Homes. Today, we're going to be talking about buying a house and why using a realtor is such a huge advantage to a new home buyer. First step is agency. This is, as realtors, we have an obligation to represent your interest. And this is what we do. We represent your interest, not the seller's interest. We don't represent my interest. We're looking out for you. You're number one in this process, and that's what we're looking for. The next step is getting your pre-approval. If you're not paying cash for the house, you're probably going to need to get a loan. And that means you're going to need to get connected to a lender, which I can help you in that process. We have some amazing local lenders here in the Iowa City area that I would highly recommend. They will help in the transaction, make it smooth, make sure you close on time, and make for a good experience for you. Next step is the interview process. And this is where we talk about what type of home you're looking for, where are you looking to purchase that home? Is it in Iowa City, Tiffin, North Liberty, country, city, all those different factors. And this is going to really help pinpoint and clarify the type of home you're looking for. After the interview process, we start the house hunting. And this is where I set up a search for you that emails you immediately when a house hits the market, which is really important in a fast-paced market, that you get the newest listing to the market. Also, I might have some inside information. Maybe I know a realtor within my firm is going to be listing something. I'll talk to them, and I might give you a call and go, hey, I got a house. I think we should go check it out. This is all part of the house hunting part of the process. The next part of the process is selecting a house. And in order to select a house, we're going to go look at it. And we'll meet there, or we can drive around and look at multiple houses. But when we go out and look at these homes, I'm looking for your feedback. I'm looking to see what you're liking and not liking so that I can help you better in the home search. And then when you find the house that you like, we're gonna select it and go on to the next step, is to negotiate an offer. And in order to negotiate an offer, we have to write an offer. And to write an offer, we need to do a CMA, which is a comparable market analysis. So we'll look at what's sold, what's going on in the market, so that you don't pay too much, and I can help you get that house at a good price. Within the process of writing an offer and getting it accepted, you're gonna have earnest money. And earnest money is money that we say, hey, look, I am serious about buying this house and I am going to go through the process of purchasing. That earnest money you will get back at the end of the transaction, or if the transaction falls apart, both parties have to agree where that money goes. Now we need to get that lender back involved, and that's what I'll do. I will send the purchase agreement to that lender. That lender will then start the next process of the purchase agreement. The next step is setting up inspections. And inspections are there to protect you in the purchase of the home, to make sure that everything is in that house is working the way it was supposed to work. We should expect when you turn on a faucet, water comes out, light switch, light comes on. Those things are expectations that you have when you buy a house. If something is not working the way it was designed to work, then what we can do is write a remedy request for it. We can ask that the seller fix that item. So if that light switch doesn't turn on, we ask them to fix it, and we ask them to have their electrician do it. A professional that knows how to take care of those items. The appraisal. The appraisal is where the lender has ordered an appraiser to go make sure the house is worth what we're paying for it. So if it's a $200,000 house, the appraiser, to protect the bank, wants to make sure it's worth $200,000. Next is title opinion. This makes sure, an attorney will make sure that there are no other liens or easements on the property that might negatively affect your property, making sure that the sellers are who they claim to be, making sure that there's no other person who has a claim to the property, so that when you buy that property, it is yours. The next step is to call the utilities, make sure that they're all in your name, so that when you take possession of the house, that you have water, gas, and electric. Also, we'll do a final walkthrough before closing. And that final walkthrough is just to make sure that everything in the house is in good order before we head to closing. And now finally, we go to closing. And at closing, this is where you sign paperwork with the lender that is basically the loan for the property. You also sign the deed there and some other things. Then the property becomes yours at the end of closing. This whole process takes at least 30 days. Maybe we could push it a little bit sooner than that, but 30 days, and then, or it could extend to a few months. But we see a pretty common closing is about 45 days. I went through that home buyer's checklist pretty quick, and I didn't go over all the different issues that can come up in each one of these steps, because there's quite a few things that I've seen in my past decade of working with home buyers. And so I just want to let you know that as these problems come up, that's what we're here for, is to find solutions to make sure we can move through this transaction to help you get the house you want. Thanks so much, and keep plugging into Rich Hatch Homes. Thanks.